Hey there everyone, this is Nick as founder and CEO at Hitgoc. So in previous video we saw how we can style our the heading tags, the paragraph tags. So we use some color properties and background color properties as well. Right, so in today's video we're gonna align our text content, right? So in order to align our text content, um, what we can do is, first of all, let's remove our other headings, except this heading one, and let's remove the background color as well. Right, so let's remove these headings in the background color property. Right, cool. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna center this heading one, right? We're gonna center this and we're gonna put it to the end as well, right here, to the end of this screen, if one say. Yeah, and we're gonna, this is basically, this text is taking uh it's basically taking the complete width, right? It's basically taking the full width, so we're gonna reduce its width and then we're gonna center it, right? So I'm gonna introduce you with a div tag and how we can use flex, how we can use justify content with display flex, right? So something like that. So make sure to pay attention over here because this is basically a core concept in web development, in my opinion. Yeah. So first of all, I'm gonna show you step by step. If I face any error or something won't work, then we must switch to some different method where this div element and display flex and justify content center come into place, right? So yeah, so we have some, let's go with h1 tag first, right? So we have some property called text align and center it, hit save, and let's check. All right, so heading one is it's centered basically, right? So the text align center works over with this h1 tag. It works fine. Let's check if it would work with this one. Basically by default each tag takes the full width, right? So width 100%, it's the full width, right? So yeah, the 100% width is the full width, right? So if we reduce it to 50%, let's see the output. Okay, so it's being 50%, right? So yeah, so what are we gonna do is, we are basically gonna center this text content, right, into here, like just below this heading one, right? So the method would be same for now because let's see what we're gonna see in the output. So text align center, hit save. Okay, it didn't work. So it basically what it shows is the it's basically we have reduced the width to exactly half, right? So it's the basically it has this margin from here to here. It's from the start to the end. So basically it's taking this much width, right? Not to the end, not taking the full width, but this much. So what are we gonna do is, uh, we need to apply something else here, something called flex and justify content center, right? It's the property that we're gonna use. So for that I need to basically introduce you guys with a tag called div is basically division and web development. It's basically separation, partition, one could call it division, anything you may like, right? So just what we need to do is just cut this content and yeah, put a div tag and paste it in here. So what's going on here is this p tag is now become the child of this div tag, and this div tag is basically a parent element of this p tag, right? So every time we basically put any of the tags or element inside this div tag, those elements would play a role of children as a child, right, of this div tag, which is playing a role of parent element, right? So if we go with h1 tag over here, oops, or h2, or maybe again a div tag, whatever you may like, right? So it would be playing as a child role, right? This p is a child of this div, h1, h2, and div as well, right? So yeah, this is how things work. So every time you change a property in the every time you change the property of the parent tag, we're gonna see the changes in the in all the children of this div tag, right? So if I want to change the color, let's say yellow, of this parent tag, which is a div tag, right? Let's say, okay, it's not working, I guess, because this, okay, yeah, this color blue is basically overriding the p tag. So just let's remove this, and oops, yeah, that's all. Hit save. Yeah, okay, it's basically yellow colored, right? So that's how the parent elements work, right? So let's head towards our display flex property and justify content property. So there's a property called display flex. Hit save. Nothing happens. Cool. But let's see if anything happens now. Justify content center. Save. Okay. Now this thing is being sent. It's centered, right? So this is basically how flexing justify content center work in this web development, right? So we can, if let's check the output. What would be the output if we remove text align center? So yeah, so this text, this, it has the margin from, like, from here to here because it has the 50% width, right? So it's being left aligned, right? Because we have removed this text align center property. So yeah, if we go with text align center, then we see this, and if we go with text align, and then we go with this, right? So this is basically how text align center works, right? Okay, so now the question is, why didn't this text align center worked here, not here? So basically, this heading one, it doesn't have a, I mean, it doesn't have a full width, right? So it basically has this much width, but when it comes to this content, it was taking basically the full width, right? So that's why it was not being centered just with the text align center property, right? So that's the case. So heading one is just, it has got this width, I guess. I don't know, maybe 100 or 200 pixels. I don't know. I'm just assuming it. Anyway, yeah. So we can do the same to center this h1 tag content using this div element flex and justify content center, right? So let's try again. Let's remove this text align center property. Cool. So let's grab this h1, put it in a div tag, hit save. Yeah. So again, a style property in the parent element. Let's go with display flex, justify content center. Hit save. Okay, it's been centered. Cool. So we can, like, put it in the end as well. It's in the end, and to the start by default. Cool. So yeah, center. That's how we can center our basically the text content. Right, so let me just put text align center over here too, so that it becomes centered align. Right, so yeah, this works good. So this is how we can, center text content in our HTML code. Right, so I'm gonna explaining you the core functionality and more details about flex and justify content, how these two things work, and this plays a very vital role in web development sector. Right, so yeah, that's all for the video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the upcoming videos. Peace out.